Hi!
Hi there.
Good morning, campers.
Ooh, welcome back. Here on the pod, IRL, it's Labor Day weekend. It is officially the end of summer.
It is.
And what better way to end the summer than with a movie that also takes place at the end of summer?
We didn't even plan that.
No, we didn't.
Oh.
That was a surprise to me. I was like, wait, huh? They're literally like, it's Labor Day. I was like, we're just good like that. We have a lot of weird synchronicities. Join the coven, the Millennial Movie Coven. Well, that's what we're about to be as we enter the fall, because we're going to get into some spooky
dookie.
That's what I thought. That's what I meant to say. I am your host, Jaz Zap. And a fun fact about me is this is like not unique to me, but we are coming up on my favorite season. I'm not upset that summer is over.
Okay.
Fall is my favorite freaking time of year. I grew up in South Florida, so I did not have any fall ever until I moved to New York. And even though I'm a Scorpio, as we know, I don't like scary, but I like spooky fun.
Yeah, the charm of spooky.
Yeah, a ghost with a giggle.
A pumpkin that smiles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And y'all are about to see me in my glory. And I cannot wait to do every single Halloween movie with you.
Okay. Like the Halloween movies?
Oh no! I said it on the podcast, so it has to be real. You know what? I could be you've talked me into some scary shit so far. So I think, in the spirit of the season.
Yeah, we should do some fun ones, but also like a couple of spooky ooky ones.
Spooky ooky.
I'm scared.
What was I'm really jumping the gun here, but I'm just so excited because it is September 1.
Yeah, it is.
It's like first day of school energy. Except we're still sweating today.
It's so beautiful out.
It's really beautiful out. Yeah. It's just the apartment. Who are you?
I'm your host, Jackson McClaskey. Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. There's a big talent show coming. Better get your moves ready. Fun fact about me is you could say I started off as a dancer.
Is that real?
My parents put me in tap when I was like 5.
Oh, you're basically Patrick Swayze.
Basically. I'm also 35 and maybe could play an 18-year-old. Not with this hairline.
Which he's not playing in this movie. They're just playing that dangerous age gap.
He is old. And I forgive it, but I was like, at one point, the one guy hands him money. He's like, "Here, kid." I said, "Who's kid?"
This man has forehead wrinkles.
What movie are we talking about?
We are talking about today
Dirty Dancing. Oh, pick me up. Pick me up.
Do the lift. But we haven't even practiced. I'm still healing from my... Never mind. We'll get to it. A classic 80s movie that Jackson had never seen before.
I had never seen this. It is one of my mother's favorite movies, so I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've seen bits and pieces of it as she's watched, but I've never watched it all the way through.
Oh, I cannot wait. Cannot wait to get into this with you. It had been a while since I'd watched it, but not that long.
Okay.
It wasn't like flubber long. It was like I watched it more recently, and I forget what it's called, but like the government will like take certain movies and writing and pieces of work that like sort of, I don't want to say a time capsule, but something of like, this is what will represent the time. And this movie is one of them. Yeah. It
is prolific in American culture and in cinema, truly. Like, everyone knows The Lift, and everyone knows...
A lot of drunk bitches have bust their teeth out trying to do that lift in a bar with some douche they met that night.
With some douche with noodle arms. I was like, I can pick you up.
Spaghetti arms. Brandon, lock in your frame.
Truly. So to actually like watch it now in full...
You get it.
I get it.
You get it.
Yeah.
Shall we set the scene?
Let's set it.
Okay. Baby is one listless summer away from the Peace Corps. Hoping to enjoy her youth while it lasts, she's disappointed when her summer plans deposit her at a sleepy resort in the Catskills with her parents. Her luck turns around, however, when the resort's dance instructor, Johnny, enlists Baby as his new partner, and the two fall in love. Baby's father forbids her from seeing Johnny, but she's determined to help him perform the last big dance of the summer.
The last big dance.
In one way, this is our last big dance of the summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's a 1,000% correct.
I don't think that she's disappointed to be at the resort. She is excited in the car.
Yeah, and also it's never her goal to perform the last big dance of the summer with him. She actually doesn't even know she's going to.
No, she's like, I don't know how to dance.
She's... No. Anyway, speaking of her not knowing how to dance, her being Jennifer Grey, who plays Frances Baby Houseman. We know her from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. She began her career as a dancer in a Dr. Pepper TV commercial. And her father is Joel Grey.
She's a Nepo baby, yeah.
I didn't know that.
She's a good one.
She is a good one. However, after this movie came out and was so massive, she could never sort of shake this role off.
Yeah.
And she says that, so what she did was she got a nose job, which ended up being a real botch job. And she says having plastic surgery to her nose was the worst mistake she'd ever made. Even though she kind of had wanted to shake it off initially, then she was no longer recognizable. She was just somebody who looked a bit like Baby.
Yeah.
Just goes to show, find a good doctor. That is a theme in this movie.
Yes. Find a good doctor. Make sure they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Other actresses who were up for the part were Winona Ryder and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay.
Which, yeah, I could have seen them in this.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it was Jennifer Grey.
She's amazing in this.
She's really good.
Yeah.
Playing opposite Patrick Swayze, who plays Johnny Castle, which is a porn name. Yeah. We know him from Outsiders, Ghost, Point Blank, Roadhouse, Being a Ghost. R.I.P.
You had that one up your sleeve, huh?
I did not. Just now. Truly just now. Don't diminish my improvisational ability. The muscle is strong and being worked.
Being a ghost.
He began his career as a dancer, appearing in Disneyland parades as Prince Charming from Cinderella. And one of the many Cinderellas he danced with at the park was Michelle Pfeiffer.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Less fun, he died in 2009, age 57, following his battle with pancreatic cancer, which is absolutely tragic. He was an incredible talent, incredible dancer, and also a bit of a singer. A song in this soundtrack called She's Like the Wind, he co-wrote and sung, and it reached number 3 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah, when that song started playing in the movie, I was like, I know this song. Mm-hmm. I didn't know it was from this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or sung by him.
And also, if you Google search his name, it comes up as actor, singer, songwriter.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that's the truth.
Roadhouse,
the musical. Oh my God, I fucking wish. Never say never.
Never say never.
If you wish it, do it. Be it. Dream it. Whatever. Jerry Orbach.
My man.
I knew you were going to be excited about seeing him.
Law and
Order. Also voiced Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast.
Of course.
He appeared in 274 episodes of Law and Order.
He's amazing.
For years until the time of his death, he held the record for most musical stage performances of any living actor. The man's career is just unbelievable.
It's insane.
I mean, there were so many cool facts about him. Like, I could barely sift through, but a few others.
To hear him, like, sing 42nd Street. Oh.
So good. Before his career took off, he worked as a chauffeur for Mae West.
Wow.
And was taking acting classes at Lee Strasberg's acting studio with another struggling actor named Marilyn Monroe.
That's cuckoo.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Also to think that, like, Marilyn Monroe, if she had lived, like, she would have been in movies circa Dirty Dancing. You know what I mean? She might have played opposite him as his wife. Like, It's just so wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he had quite the life.
He's buried at Trinity Church.
Is he?
Yeah.
They
downtown.
named 53rd. There's like a part of 53rd Street they named after him.
Yeah.
What an icon.
Amazing.
Yeah. Speaking of icons, Kelly Bishop playing his wife, Marjorie Houseman. Obviously, Emily Gilmore from the Gilmore Girls, which I know you haven't watched.
Yeah, so I don't know who that lady is.
You would worship her on Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
And I do think you need to watch it. Or that'll be our spinoff.
Okay.
Because I do think you would appreciate it. And she's unreal. Also a very accomplished actress of stage and screen. She was in the original Broadway company of A Chorus Line in 1975 and won the Tony for Best Supporting Actress in a Musical. She's so good.
Nice.
Speaking of A Chorus Line,
let's get these reviews.
Let's get to these reviews. These people in a chorus bashing this movie.
They didn't like it?
No, honestly, a lot of critics did like it. Some didn't. The first review I pulled from Peter Bradshaw of The Guardian writes, "The purest spirit of the 1980s is distilled in this amiable film." And for me, I pulled that review because that's what I didn't like about it. I feel like I've said this to you before on the podcast. Any movie made in any other time period, when they're making a movie set in another time,
yeah,
they are set in another time. They're a period piece. Any movie made in the 80s about another time still feels like the 80s.
Yeah.
Everything in the 80s was so cringe and extra and 80s, and it just seeps through.
She's like, it's 1963. And you're like, okay, but then everything is very 1985. Yes. The 80s just, it's like putting, like, what's in an ingredient if you put in a food? Like, it would just, like, overpower the whole thing. If you put too much tarragon in your chicken salad, it's just going to taste like tarragon.
Exactly.
Like
and I'm
licorice.
sure that's a relatable concept to everyone listening.
I just made Waldorf chicken salad and I put a little too much tarragon. I said, this tastes like black licorice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Waldorf
He's
chicken
back
salad.
in the kitchen where he
Nothing
belongs.
goes better with chicken than grapes and walnuts.
Kill me. So yeah, this man meant it as a compliment, and I am like, no, keep the 80s where they belong.
There's even something with the music that some of it is so clearly 60s, and then the next thing will be a clearly 1980 beat and everything else, and you're like, okay.
I was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, just keep the integrity of the piece. But no, the 80s was so proud of the 80s bullshit. Anyway, Roger Ebert hated this movie.
Oy.
He gave this movie 1 star, which might be one of the lowest ratings we've seen yet on the podcast.
I think he gave Flubber 0.5 star.
I thought it was 1.5.
Oh, damn.
Can you fucking imagine? Way off. Why are we trusting this man? Anyway, he writes, well, you gotta hand it to Dirty Dancing. For one thing at least, it's got a great title. The title and the ads seem to promise a guided tour into the Antarctic... Is that right?
Antarctic.
Into the Antarctic practices of untrammeled teenage lust. Can you use bigger words, Roger Ebert? It's like he knew we'd be mocking him one day, and I can't read. But the movie turns out to be a tired and relentlessly predictable story of love between kids from different backgrounds. The movie makes some kind of half-hearted attempt to rip off West Side Story by making the girl Jewish and the boy Italian or Irish. I forget. This might have been a decent movie if it had allowed itself to be about anything. The performances are good. Swayze is a great dancer, and Gray, who is appealing, also is a great dancer. But the filmmakers rely so heavily on cliches, on stock characters and old situations, that it's as if they never really had any confidence in their performers.
Wow. He did not like that.
He did not like that. It's funny because I feel like now we compare a lot of stuff to Dirty Dancing.
And maybe he's talking about stock characters and tropes that we've already seen.
Right. And to
I
be
didn't mind
fair,
it in
like...
this.
And
it's
yeah, there
done
are.
well.
Yes. And there are stock tropes and things like that. But like, everything is a product of everything else, right?
Yeah.
Like, you are either telling a brand new story in a way we've seen before, or you're telling us the same story in a way we haven't seen it done before. I feel like if you're going to do it, at least have Patrick Swayze dancing with no shirt on. And a lot of people in the reviews at Letterboxd were a fan.
Horny for Patrick Swayze.
Oh, it was very much like me as a 16-year-old, being everyone in the comments being like, oh, one day I'll find my Patrick Swayze. I'm like, what? A dude who's gonna be mean to you for the first 2 quarters of
Your noodle arms look like shit. Your toes are all pigeon-toed.
Go crawling back to your daddy.
Yeah.
Rich girl.
Rich girl, you know nothing about the world and its troubles. Uh-huh. You want to join the Peace Corps? You should peace out.
Maybe you should tighten your core.
Yeah. Stop worrying about that core. Start worrying about your core. You're going to have back problems.
All right. Ellie writes, listen, I've watched this with straight people. I've watched this with bisexuals, lesbians, gay men, and even asexuals. No one has emerged unscathed. There's something for everyone.
There is.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's some lustful.
There's lust. There's drama.
There's excellent dancing.
Mm-hmm. There's montage.
There's comedy.
I laughed out loud at some
I did
points.
too. Things that growing up didn't catch on to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When she's in the magic box and he cuts her open, he's like, do you have Blue Shield? Like,
yeah.
It's for her health insurance. I laughed.
Yes, I laughed.
I wouldn't have laughed at that if I watched it at 8.
Because it's so bad. Right, exactly. Because it's so bad.
Yeah.
Robin writes, it was one thing for this to steal the country club musical plot from High School Musical 2 and the big number where all the workers do an unscheduled performance at the end of the talent show. But stealing Sharpay's performance of Huma Huma Nuka Kua Pua was
Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Akawa'a.
That was just too far. And I have to say that was not the only review that mentioned High School Musical 2.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, the sister singing that strange song while her sister paints the sets.
It's one of my favorite parts of the movie.
What is this?
I want to turn her into a character.
Mm-hmm.
I love.
She's like, Daddy, what if I'm going to be singing? But what do you think I should sing? Maybe I'll sing I Feel Pretty.
Or maybe I feel pretty. That's what she says.
She almost takes the tablecloth off of her running after her dad.
Yeah. And Joshua the Gooner.
No. No, not that.
Writes, could potentially go down as the horniest movie of all time. I mean, the grinding in the dirty dancing clubs was nuts. I felt rude for even looking. It was like Fight Club for people who want to see primal intimacy instead of guys fighting. And honestly, that's kind of true.
Yeah, there's a lot of hip thrusting.
That's an army I would want to create. Just a bunch of people spreading dance instead of crime.
Spreading something else, too. Syphilis.
Honestly, you're not wrong.
No.
You are not wrong.
Whether it's 1980 or 1963, we're not really clear. One thing is clear. I don't think they're doing STI testing at the Catskills Resort.
They're certainly not using protection. We'll get to that. Let's dive into the plot.
Let's get into the plot. Good morning, campers. It's the plot.
It's 1968.
They're not really campers. They're
rich people at a country club.
Good morning, white people. It's the plot.
This is the whitest movie ever made.
It is, and it's so funny.
I think there are 3 black people in the whole movie.
And they're all employees of the dance portion.
Yes.
It would be interesting. I think they redid this a few years ago.
I think they did a prequel, Dirty Dancing Havana Nights, and then I think they were talking about remaking it.
I think they did do a full remake.
Really?
And it made no waves, but yeah.
No, must have not, because I did research and it was not on my radar.
It would be interesting to see the Johnny character be a person of color, right? To add maybe a layer of that.
Sure. My rich Jewish dad doesn't want me to be with you.
Yeah. Puerto Rican guy. But do we need a remake of this? Absolutely not. Just replay this in the theater.
Yeah. It's as is.
Every seat down.
As is. You just want him to be Puerto Rican so you go watch that version.
As much as they have great chemistry and I like him in this movie, I don't think Patrick Swayze is that attractive.
He's never like the leading man in any. Actually, that's not true. Since Indiana Jones, he's very white.
Well, that's my man. Harrison Ford is a breed of white that I enjoy. He's a flavor of white bread, you know.
He's a vanilla bean.
He's a little multigrain.
He's a French vanilla.
Okay, he's got
a little something extra.
A little je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
But a lot of white dudes, for me, I'm like.
This whole movie was very like white people being white people.
In a way, though, that before I know the plot and before I was like aware of who the characters are, that Robbie character, the shitty Yale guy, I was like, he's kind of hot. And then as it went on, I said, oh.
Because he looks just like the guy who you thought was hot in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I like a little darker hair, darker feature.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, it's the summer of 1963, or it's the summer of 1984, or 87. We don't know. Then the movie doesn't know either.
We know it does not.
And 15 minutes in, I don't care. I was like,
right.
Fuck it.
Who cares?
Baby, Frances McDormand is her real name, but everyone calls her Baby, which, knowing the nobody puts baby in a corner line, I thought that he was just calling her Baby because that's his baby. I didn't realize this bitch's name is Baby.
Everyone calls her that.
Yeah.
She says, before I was old enough to realize I should mind, or something like that. Yeah.
She's like, it was before John F. Kennedy was shot, and before I realized that it was weird that people called me Baby.
Including my own dad.
I'm a grown woman with breasts. Don't call me Baby.
I can carry a whole watermelon by myself.
And I can have a baby. If I want to.
If you want to.
Okay. We can talk about that. But Baby and her family go visit Kellerman's, a resort in the Catskills, which... For all my Miss Maisel fans.
Yes.
That whole season that I love, they spend out at the Catskills.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so it's very like 50s, 60s, and I think by the 70s, 80s, it petered off. And nowadays, I don't know how much resort Catskill there is.
What's funny, they talk about it at the end of the movie, where they're like, these kids now, it's an end of an era. They just want to go to Europe.
20 European countries in 2 days. That very gay guy that owns a place.
And honestly, it's kind of true. Like, and this was such a thing where it was like, everybody's got to get out of the city and go with the same people.
All the affluent doctors and lawyers of New York will go travel to the Catskills and spend almost a month,
rent a house on a lake in a little community. Yes, that's the truth.
Yeah.
What else were they doing? Not doom scrolling in their beds in front of a box fan.
Yeah. So it's like it's such a thing, a staple of time.
Yeah.
That I think nowadays we don't really have. You know.
No.
Families don't really go away together unless like a timeshare.
Parents just send their children away to sleepaway camp.
And even now, do they still do that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They do?
Yes. Can confirm.
Kids. Okay. You sent your kids away.
Why don't you ever see them here? They're in a boarding school in Switzerland.
When they're not in the fucking underwear drawer in the next room, they're at boarding school. I put my kids in the closet. Here's an iPad and a bowl of dog food.
Meaning I'm going to force them to be gay so they can come out of there.
Come out of there. It's fun out here. While at a dance, she catches sight of Patrick Swayze's character, Johnny, because she overhears the very flamboyant resort owner tell all the wait staff, who are also affluent people because they're able to go to college.
It's so wild. They're all like med students. I was like, you would never catch these rich kids waiting tables at country clubs now.
No, and basically the guy tells the wait staff, you need to flirt with all of the daughters here, including the uggos.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Growing up. Never caught that.
He said, even the monsters and reptiles, you need to say what's up.
Verbatim, he said, even the dogs.
Literally. And Jennifer Grey's like, maybe that's me. Like, Jennifer Grey is beautiful in this movie.
She really is.
And there are, I'm sure, comments about her nose, which isn't that big.
No.
And fits her face really well.
Yes.
She is so charming in this movie. The scenes where she's practicing dancing and is fucking up and she's like, I was so charmed by her.
Yeah.
In a way that, for me, you would think with my my bedroom habits that I'd be more charmed with Patrick Swayze. I was more enamored with Jennifer Grey.
It's
truly.
A spectrum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But truly, she has a star power in this that I'm like, it is too bad what happens with her.
It is.
Career in her face.
It is wild because looking at pictures of her now, she is unrecognizable.
Truly, when I was looking at it, there's like pictures of the cast, and I did not know who the first picture was, and I went, oh,
right,
yeah,
yeah. No, she's wonderful. She plays the balance and the journey so well.
Yes.
It's like she grows up. This is definitely a coming of age story for her.
The naivete, but also the well-intentioned, and how sometimes like even people with well-intentions can be detrimental to other people, right? Like a la White Lotus core.
Sure.
But yeah, she does it so well.
Becoming empowered, becoming a woman. It's the summer she became a woman.
The summer I turned woman.
Are you there, God? It's me, baby.
Are you there, God? It's me, woman.
Trying to be an adult baby.
Just a big adult baby.
Just a giant baby. And they do have great chemistry between them in this movie. However, she almost didn't do this movie because she hated Patrick Swayze so much. They had done Red Dawn together, and she just found him absolutely intolerable. And Patrick Swayze had to like sit down with her and convince her to do the movie with him. Like, and I've heard this, like, he was an intense guy.
Yeah.
Like, granted, he grew up as a dancer, so like very
there's discipline
structure. There's discipline. He would, in every movie he's done, has done his own stunts. In Point Break was actually jumping out of airplanes. Like, would put it in his contract. Like, no one's doing these stunts but me. Very intense guy. And so, like, a lot, too, of the tension that you see between them when he's trying to teach her to dance and she's fucking up is, like, that's real. And
I've read that, I had read that about this movie a long time ago. But I could see that I would probably be on Jennifer Grey's side. That it's, like, it's a movie, it's not that serious. Right. And just be, like, giggly, haha. And if that pisses him off, she's probably like, this sucks. Yeah. This isn't fun to do.
But also, it lends well to the characters.
Yeah, for sure.
Legitimate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're there. She's hearing all these fucking pervy waiters are like being told to hit on daughters and single women.
And then a bunch of greaser looker motherfuckers come in and they're like,
oh, it's the dance people.
The dance people are here.
Literally what they call them.
Literally.
The dance people.
And one of them is Patrick Swayze's Johnny. Looking like Kaneki.
Literally. He's like, remember, you keep your hands off the visitors, whatever these people are, the clientele.
Yeah, you're here to entertain and keep the guests having a good time, but it only goes so far.
Right.
Keep your dick in your pants.
So we're like, ooh, bad boy.
But Patrick Swayze's character also tells this Robbie character who's standing there, right? He's like, well, why don't you just put your pickle on everybody's plate and I'll worry about everything else. Kind of insinuating that this Robbie guy has been putting his pickle places where it shouldn't be. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
And stuck it in Piper.
Okay. So, yeah.
And Pepper.
And Pepper.
And Peggy.
And Peggy. What's her name? Penny.
Wait, Penny.
Penny.
And Penny. We didn't even need to reach.
No, and I'm not reaching for that pickle.
Yeah. So, but she is automatically kind of like dazzled by him.
Sure. She's also simultaneously introduced to Max's grandson, the guy who owns the place is Max. The flamboyant man, and he is trying to charm her over, and he's like, I own hotels and I'm a dork, and she's like,
such a little nerdnik.
Okay, they're both the same height, and she's like, this is a bust.
Yep.
But at a dance later on, she sees Johnny again dancing with his dance partner, who we later learn is named Penny, right? Yeah, later they're named Penny, and he's throwing her around, fucking throwing her through the ceiling, through his legs, flossing his butt cheeks with her. It's crazy.
They are incredible. And they are clear. They're there to A, teach dance classes at the resort, and B, like put on shows and entertain the guests.
Because we do meet Penny a second earlier because she's teaching that class right away at the pavilion.
They're all doing the fucking bunny hop, all these white ass people.
Everyone's stepping on each other's toes. And Baby is like, wow, you're a dancer. Like, that's such a wonderful life, right? And this Penny girl's like, girl, what the hell?
You don't know anything about me.
You don't know anything about me or about life. Like,
go back to your daddy's ball sack.
That night after this dance where she sees the two of them fucking throw each other around like a racquetball court, she goes to basically a dirty dance. All of the staff that work there.
She wanders off by accident. She bumps into Johnny's cousin who's
there,
carrying 3 watermelons. How?
3 oblong watermelons.
Right.
They're
not
long.
Even regularly sized watermelons. Why? He's like, the people over there, they need to be rehydrated quickly.
Yeah, they need some sugar and some fruit.
Sweating a lot. And so she helps him carry a watermelon
and opens these doors to this like other world of hip thrusting and sweat.
The grind.
And these people are like, there's staccato movement that is very foreign to this girl who really has described herself as wanting to go work in the Peace Corps. You know, she's really only going to school to study
foreign affairs,
so then she can go overseas to help other people. That's what she thinks she can do with herself, right?
Yeah.
But she sees this like other world of like
they are
sex.
It is more intimate than like sex scenes in movies.
Yeah.
These days.
Yeah.
It is But it's so... It's just, there's such a spirit and a fire.
There's a scent in the air.
Oh, I bet there is.
Oh, I bet. And if it's 1963,
it's not deodorant.
Okay, it's cheese. While on a weird, lame little date with the grandson, he's like, "Are you hungry?" and walks her through the resort kitchen. She catches Penny sitting on the floor crying, and she's like, "Actually, I'm not hungry. I need to go check on my sister. Why don't you leave?" And she comes back, and she runs to the pavilion.
Because her sister is running around with
Robbie. Right. Robbie is the attractive...
Shitbag waiter,
right, who puts his pickle everywhere. And Jennifer Grey's baby and Patrick Swayze and his cousin, they run into the kitchen, and they're like, "What's up?" And this Penny girl, basically, we find out that she is pregnant.
She's like having a panic attack, basically, because... If she's pregnant, she can't dance, she can't work, she needs to work.
And she's pregnant by Robbie.
Yes.
Yes.
Who has refused to help her take care of it.
Because baby assumes that it's Johnny's, that it's Patrick Swayze's. And Patrick Swayze is very, basically upset by her insinuation that he would be a deadbeat that would do something like that to somebody.
Right. And they say, they had a thing when they were kids, him and Penny, but that not was anything funny. Since then.
Because she goes, "Aren't they a couple?" And he goes, "Not since we were kids." I'm like, what were they, 8-year-olds?
Right.
Throwing each other around like that and kissing?
They're like those little kids who are super advanced in ballroom that you see online. That you're like, what the fuck?
With the fucking flipper in their teeth, and they're like...
and they're spinning each other around.
Fully 8 years old.
I'm like, careful, your prefrontal cortex.
Careful. Your brain's not fully developed.
Can't spin around that fast.
Don't throw her around like that. You may drop her. So, baby is a fixer, right?
She is. She cares for people. She wants to bring peace to the core.
She's well-intentioned at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we discover a lot of that is because of her dad. Yeah. Her dad has taught her that
he's a doctor.
You should help people.
Yeah.
Which then raises some other things because sometimes she's like, well, what people should be helped. But baby is like, look, I can help, right? She's like, I can get you the money.
Right. She doesn't have the money to take care of it. She needs $250.
Which I did the conversion of is over $2,000 in today's money.
Ooh.
Because I was like, $200, that's nothing. But that is, and it's weird. Not weird. It's a strange thing that she would ask her father for $2,000
without telling him why.
Yeah.
But they show at the beginning of the film, they are very close.
Yes.
Her and her dad. They have a very special relationship.
Her nickname is Baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's clear that her sister is a fucking idiot who doesn't ever say anything of substance. So the dad is always like, ugh, shut up.
Oh, the other one's
Beatrice, whatever her name is.
Lisa.
Yeah. Shut up, Lisa. At least I did one daughter right. And so she needs the money. Baby's like, I will get them. I mean, she doesn't tell them this, but she's like, I'll get the money. She asked her dad and is like, I can't tell you why, but just trust me.
But someone's in trouble. She hands Penny the money, and Penny's like, okay, that's great. I can't do it anyway. And they're like, why? And it's like, because the doctor, who will only be there for one day traveling into the Catskills, because we are talking, this is 1963. Roe v. Wade was not till 1970s. This is a time before women had access to abortion, right? Or safe access to abortion.
Right.
And so... Which
is crazy to think, because when you think of back alley abortions, you think I think old-timey day, it doesn't... This movie always reminds me, up through the 80s, or 60s, I mean, sorry.
60s, yeah. It's interchangeable in this movie.
Up through the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of coat hangery jokes that I think are in bad taste because truly I know people whose grandmothers bled out because they just could not do any more kids.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And
so, yeah, that's and unfortunately now we live in a time when it's back to states' rights. It's disgusting.
Yep.
That we live in a country where women from state to state have different rights. That's fucking crazy.
It is fucking crazy.
But Penny says, I can't do it anyway. We have a dance to do, her and Patrick Swayze, at a neighboring hotel. And she's like, I can't miss it or else we won't be asked back next year. And we need that money. Both of them, all of the summer stock workers are like, we have to keep in good graces. We need this summer job.
Yeah.
And jokingly, the cousin is like, well, baby could do it. Like, you could teach her to dance. And Patrick Swayze's like...
No, Patrick Swayze goes, what? Are you going to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, well, his cousin goes, well, that's not a bad idea.
And the Penny is like, well, you're a good teacher and all this. And
Patrick's like, no, wait, what?
No, look at her. There's paint on her overalls. It's like,
she wore glasses.
There's glasses.
A ponytail.
Her hair's all ratty. But baby's like, I'm not really a dancer. But she's game for it. She's like,
Well, I think, too, like, you see it on her face when... Because at first she's like, no, I couldn't. Like, I can't even merengue or whatever.
Yeah.
And...
She's like, I can't mambo number 5.
I can't pachanga.
I can't ayahuasca.
I can't Topanga.
But then she gets the thought. She goes,
well,
I could put my vagina on that boy's penis through my jeans.
But also, I think it's Johnny being like, no, you can't. She can't. She could never. And you see on her face this, like, little determination where she's like, well, maybe I fucking will. And she starts taking dance lessons.
Nobody tells baby what she can and can't do.
No. No one puts baby in the corner.
Corner at the dance lesson.
Yeah, whatever.
So they start taking dance lessons. This is such a fun thing in the movie. Sometimes montage and all that gets old. It gets repetitive. No. I was not bored in
right?
It's almost 4 or 5 minutes of them.
Yes.
So much fun.
So fun. She's like, obviously, of course, initially she's like stepping on his toes and busting his back. And
she got spaghetti arms. Penny's there also helping. Like, right, there's 3 of them. There's these great little moments where it's the 3 of them dancing together. They go out because she's like, you're not really teaching me. And like, we go on in 2 days and you're not giving me that. We haven't done the lift. And so they steal a car.
I don't really understand. I feel like it's his car because he drives it at the end when he leaves, but it's like he gets himself locked out of his own car.
She's
so
like
he
busts open the window. And she's like, you're crazy.
You're crazy. The only way to really learn dance is to go dance in nature.
To do taekwondo on a big log in the woods.
Yeah, like Mulan.
To be a man. Oh my God. It's so
iconic.
Cute. And then he goes, and then they're in the field practicing the lift. And he goes, the real place to do lifts is in the water.
That's right.
Smash cut to them in this lake. The shot is beautiful of the woods behind them in this lake. And then just like the jokey little, we're seeing 2 people fall for each other over dance, right? As we see in something like Silver Linings Playbook or something,
Yeah. Oh, good parallel.
But there's this like the jokey, giggly, like picking someone up in the water. That's intimacy that I want in my life.
You might notice there are no close-ups in that scene. And that's because...
Is it not them?
No, it's them.
Oh.
It's them. They could not film any closer because while this movie takes place in the summer, they filmed it in October.
No.
And it was so cold, their lips were blue. So they couldn't get too close to them because they were like shivering. It was freezing in there.
They're like, oh my God, pull back. They look like raspberry pops.
As you can tell by her Jennifer Aniston from Friends nipple debut. That shit is cold.
They're like, get a close up. Oh, wait. No, she looks like Jack from Titanic. Get a far away shot. Spooky ookie.
Spooky. Yeah. We're like, we can't do, this is not that type of movie.
Patrick Swayze's like, I normally am able to lift her, but there's about 5 pounds of ice on her.
Well, he said, it's even though she's tiny and he's strong, when you're lifting somebody drenched in water, it is also really hard to lift them. That he said it's like lifting somebody who's 500 pounds because it's just they're soaking wet.
She thought about that in her trailer afterward.
Absolutely.
She's like 500 pounds.
She's like, this time I mean it. No more movies with Patrick. That dick.
Awful.
Yeah.
So they have their performance at the Sheldrake.
That's right. Oh, the Sheldrake.
The Sheldrake, the local motel hotel.
She's done up so crazy.
She looks like Cheetah Rivera.
Literally, I just was thinking like she looks so much prettier without the makeup on.
Yeah, and her hair is like in like a little flamenco, little twist.
A little French twist or there's a name for it.
It's very dancey.
Yes.
Yeah. But the performance goes fine, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, there are moments where she gets like, you can tell she gets a little nervous or she's a little stiff.
She chickens out on that jump.
I laugh so hard.
She goes
when
up
she does
and then
that.
she goes, and then she's like,
she does this little dance. He's like,
I love that.
What the fuck are you doing?
And he's like, get back on track.
And you can't dance. Don't start to choreograph.
I love that.
So good. But they're nervous too because they see a little old couple who is also staying at the resort, and she's scared of getting found out.
Yes. Also, very a la Miss Maisel, that she goes to do comedy at a local.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and she's afraid of getting found out as well. I'm like,
it is the comedy version of Dirty Dancing.
Amy Sherman Palladino. She probably was watching Dirty Dancing, and she's like, we should set one of these seasons into the Catskills.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Speaking of.
Amy Sherman Palladino, Gilmore Girls.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so
That's probably why she stole Kelly Bishop.
Maybe. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she's like, I love Dirty Dancing. Yeah. So they travel back to their Catskills resort.
Because at that same night, Penny was getting her abortion.
Right. And there is a problem because everybody's at the cabin, and when they rush in, Penny is gray. The woman is gray.
Truly.
Yeah.
Shivering in a world of pain, and the cousin is like, this man had a dirty knife and a folding table.
And he's like, I heard the screaming, and I tried to bust in the door. I couldn't. Right. And so, again, this movie, I didn't think it would be as affecting. I think I had said something to you when we talked about watching this, that I was like, doesn't someone get an abortion in that? I didn't think it would be as, like, literally serious as it is, in a way that I found very affecting. I was this is heavy, you know? And baby is shocked and scared and runs and wakes up her dad, who, again, is a doctor. So with his Hippocratic oath, he comes in and he's like, okay, everybody get out, right? And everyone's waiting outside, and then he comes out and he's like, she'll be okay. And then he looks at baby and he's like, let's go. And he's like, I don't want you talking to those people, fraternizing with those people.
He's like, this is why you took my money?
Yeah.
I asked you if it was something illegal and you said no.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm sorry I lied to you, but someone needed help, right?
He also doesn't shake Johnny's hand because
No.
he also assumes that Johnny is the one who knocked her out.
Yeah. So baby does go to Johnny that night, and she's like, I'm really sorry about my dad. And he's like, no, what he did is amazing. Like, I wish I could do something that's important and could help people like that. And she's like, no, I'm sorry that he wouldn't look at you and all that. And you can start to really see, as Roger Ebert was like, we've seen this, almost like West Side Story-ish, or whoever said that, but it's like, they don't come from that vastly different worlds. No. But this movie does touch on privilege in a way that I really liked. That, like, yeah, baby, you don't understand what it's like for people to have no options but to dance and teach people at the fucking school, the camp, right? Right.
And also in a way that's less of like, it's not so much like, oh, because I'm from the wrong side of the tracks, or I come from nothing. It's not that he's actually getting up into any trouble.
Yeah.
It's more of his own self-esteem, his own, like, idea of himself, that he's kind of worthless, that he has nothing to offer, that he has, like you said, no options. And so he's sort of just grown to accept the way that people treat him, which is sort of as this, whether it's like the wealthy men or the wealthy women at this place that are just trying to fuck him, that he's just kind of like disposable.
That's my lot. That's my lot in life.
And it's not going to change.
A moment, too, that I didn't touch on that I thought was really lovely is when Penny is helping baby get ready before the show at the Sheldrake. And it's just like really quickly, she's like doing her dress, and all of a sudden just goes like, thank you. Yeah. And, Jennifer Grey looks at her and she's like, I know you think like maybe I'm like, it's implied that she may be a hussy or sleeps around. And she's like, I really thought that Robbie, like, I thought I was in love with him. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I thought I was the one.
And like, Penny, all of these people that are there to dance and all that, they, like, when we look at people as a certain way, maybe dirty, wrong side of the tracks, whatever, it's like, no, they're in their circumstances and do what they can within those circumstances. And someone like baby who wants to help but doesn't understand what that's like, I really like the dynamic in this. Yeah.
She's doing her best with the world that she knows.
Yeah. So baby confesses to Johnny in that moment, though, that she's like, he's like, you got your lot and I got my lot. But she goes, I'm afraid of never feeling again in my life the feelings I feel with you. Oh! That's a line.
Yeah, it is.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So guess what? They do sex.
They do the sex.
They do hot, sweaty, un-air-conditioned cabin sex.
She's like, dance with me. He's
Dance
like,
with
in
me.
here?
No, in here.
For those of you not watching on YouTube, which you should be, he's pointing to his vagina.
She said, you can put your baby in my corner.
Oh, no. Oh, God. And then my dad can fix my botched abortion. Anyway.
The next day, we get an announcement on the big loudspeaker that I would get sick of. It was like, the big talent camp show.
End of summer talent show.
Summer talent show is coming. There is part of me that you did like the sleepaway camp for adults. We talked about it on here.
Oh, yeah.
There's part of me like, I would love to spend 2 weeks in the Catskills with like some of my closest friends at different cabins.
Truly,
and we all do dance lessons and
lake
dumb shit.
sports and charades, whatever.
A big talent show at the end.
Yes,
Dumb
take
as shit.
samba lessons, fuck the dance instructors,
Okay.
whatever.
You're speaking my language. But Mr. Baby's dad, the doctor, Baby's dad, the doctor, Jerry Orbach.
Not the baby's dad, Robbie.
No.
The baby.
Miss Baby. Big Baby.
Francis Baby, adult baby.
Her father is like, we're not standing for no damn talent show. We need to get out of here.
We're leaving. And he also, like, he is giving her the silent treatment. He
Yes.
basically says, like, you're not who I thought you were.
Yeah. And
Lisa, the sister.
is like, this is my opportunity to be
But
favorite
I'm
daughter.
singing.
I think I'm going to sing. And the mom is like, well, Jake, we're paid out till Sunday. Why would we leave 2 days early? And he's like, it's just a thought.
So our daughter doesn't throw her clit all around this country club.
It smells like my daughter's virginity's
This
lost.
country club.
Oh. Baby's sister, though, Lisa, is head over heels for Robbie. And she keeps dropping hints that she is going to give it up.
Yes. And Baby Baby is sort of trying to cover for Penny. Like, she's not trying to spread that information around. So she keeps trying to be like, that he's not the one for you. Trust me, he's not the one for you. You should really save it for somebody that you love.
Yeah, and good on not Penny, good on Baby, because she never really like divulges any of Penny's business, right? Like, I didn't think about that, but yeah, even to get her sister not to be with Robbie, she's just like, no, you should really be with someone you're kind of in love with.
Yeah.
That's what she phrases
says,
it.
kind of in love. Someone you kind of love.
I mean, yeah.
And Lisa's like, you don't care about me. You're just mad that now I'm Dad's favorite.
I'm Daddy's favorite, and I'm going to sing some sort of Hawaiian jam.
With my T-Taws out.
Okay. You're just jealous. Neil, that is the name of the owner's grandson.
Sure.
Thank you.
He's so
Thank you,
annoying.
IMDb. He walks in on Baby and Johnny dancing because they just did a fantastic lip sync to Sylvia. How'd you call your lover boy?
Come here, lover boy.
And she walks behind the little the
Partition.
screen, and this is so good.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
This scene was not planned or written. This was them just goofing off before a take, and they had cameras running, and they just went, great.
So they can't have hated each other that much. They
were being professionals. They were like, we got to keep the spark alive.
No, I'm sorry. If I don't like my coworker, when I'm off the clock, I'm not.
I mean, they were about to do a scene, I guess. But also, I mean, how many times have we seen enemies to lovers?
Okay.
In life, in literature.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Neil, though, he sees something afoot with his potential girlfriend, and he's like, oh, Johnny, you know how you always do the big dance, the big final dance at the end of the talent show? This year, you're going to do the same thing you've always done. I don't want no funny shit.
No, he says the opposite.
No.
He says, I was thinking of spicing things up this year. And Johnny's like, oh my God, that's amazing. I have all these ideas. And he's like, no.
Yeah.
Instead of the samba or whatever, you're going to do the pachanga.
Yeah.
And he's like,
but basically, it's like, stay in your lane at the end of this dance, or else next year you won't be here. And
gotta put him in his place in front of his woman.
Yep. Baby encourages him at that moment. She's like, you should stand up to him. Stand up to the man, right? Crazily enough, she almost pulls him through the fucking earth.
Pulls his head clean off.
Because her father walks by with Robbie and her sister. And he goes, oh, I should stand up to the man, just like you should stand up to your father. Like,
I don't
real
think
rich.
you were ever going to plan on telling your father that I'm your guy.
That I'm your guy. That's very 60s.
It's also like, Camp ends in 2 days. Country club ends in 2 days.
Do I have to tell my dad?
When
about
are we
you?
gonna? Were we gonna do it? What were we gonna do after this? What was
I'm
the plan?
going back to Manhattan, and you're going back to, I don't know,
Arkansas?
coal mine, Pennsylvania, to go be in the IATSE of painting and drywall. I don't think so.
It's also like, that was interesting to me. And again, I do think this comes back to like the chip on his shoulder around not feeling good enough.
Yeah.
Because what guy is in such a rush to have to meet this girl's dad who he's banging?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If anything, he's the one that's. You don't have to tell your dad about me.
Yeah. Well,
No one has to know about me.
right.
Robbie, the piece of shit server, does see baby kiss Johnny because she goes to console him afterwards. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not brave enough to tell my dad about you. And Robbie is like, looks like I picked the wrong sister. Mind you, Penny is right inside the door. Mm-hmm. And my man, Patrick Swayze, the fighting's a little frou-frou. I wish he just would have kept like fucking punching him in the face.
I don't think he punches him in the face one time. I kept waiting for him to really deck him in the face so
Yeah.
that this guy would walk around with a thing.
A shiner, no.
No,
He's like in the stomach, and then he's like, oh, it's very dancey.
To be fair, he ball changed him right in his balls.
And Robbie, he tells him, hit me. And Robbie does punch him in the face.
Yeah.
But then, Patrick Swayze, I don't know, pirouettes.
You're not worth it.
Yeah.
Well, he probably knows too. Like if that guy's walking around with a black eye and all signs point to him, like
He's getting fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. At rehearsal, where the sister is unfortunately singing some sort of funeral dirge.
I really wanna. God, I love her.
Robbie is not Robbie. Johnny, everyone's got an E name. Mm-hmm. Penny, Robbie, Booby, Bobby.
Baby.
Baby daddy. Johnny is approached by one of the wealthy wives who we had met a bit earlier.
Who we know, like, there's no chance they haven't been fucking, right?
They
like,
are fucking.
They are absolutely fucking.
But her husband is here.
Yeah, her husband pays for, what do they call her, a cabin bunny or a bunk bunny or something like that?
Because she's there all week and the husband's only there on the weekend.
So during the week, she's getting her freak on.
She's taking her dance lessons in the mirrored room and at night in the mirrored bedroom.
With the mirrored ceiling.
Okay. She says something like, we can work something out.
Lover, it's our last weekend.
And then the husband, who's a mere 8 feet away playing poker or bullshit,
shit.
is like
mahjong.
He's like, here, kid, gives him a fat stack of cash, and he's like, I'm gonna be busy this weekend. Make sure my wife gets more dance lessons. Has to know that.
There's no way this man is not sitting in a cuck chair.
Yes. And Baby sees this, and she's like, oh, because after they had boned, Baby does ask Johnny, she's like, how many women have you had? That was really awkward. Yeah, and he's like, oh, come on.
Get away from me.
Why would you? Like, come on.
Look, all these women, they're sticking money in my pants.
Putting diamonds up my asshole. And she's like, okay.
He's like, I thought at first I had it made, but then I realized they don't care about me.
They're just using me.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Take the money and run.
Take the money and get your pee-pee wet.
Literally.
You
What's
win.
the issue? She's like, it's okay if you're just using them. He's like, no, baby. They're using me. Whatever.
Okay. Get a little used.
Get your priorities straight. You trying to graduate and go to, I don't know, not graduate. You trying to get out of this town and
you trying to go dance at
go
City
to
Center.
Joffrey Ballet, some shit.
Yeah.
Alvin
Ailey.
Get your fuck money and get out of this camp.
But to make a big show in front of Baby, he does hand the money back, and he's like, I'm busy this weekend. I can't give any more lessons.
And this woman is jilted.
This woman is like, what the fuck? Huh?
Huh?
So, all kind of cookie crazy. That woman. Mm-hmm. So, Lisa, the sister.
Right after she performs. And then she walks up to Baby.
Her appropriative
like,
Hawaiian thing. She's like,
tonight's the night. Go for with Bobby. And he doesn't even know about it yet.
I just put my diaphragm in. She goes to Robbie's cabin.
By the way, for those of you who don't know what a diaphragm is, it's old-timey birth control that looks like pogs that you stick up your vagina to be a rubber wall.
Sponge on a rope. She goes to Robbie's cabin and knocks on the door. And she's like, Robbie. And then opens the door and he's fully banging that rich lady.
Yep.
So she's like, oh, okay. And then
as soon as I saw the towel on the door.
You gotta know.
You gotta know.
It's dorm rules. The sock on the door. She walks in on them boinking, and she's like, "Uh-oh." Johnny and Baby spend another wonderful evening together. Mm-hmm. And in the morning, she's leaving Johnny's cabin, and they share this little, Guess who sees that?
Rich lady.
Rich lady wife. What's her name? Vivian? Victoria?
Something
like that. And she's like, We're at breakfast the next day.
That's my rented dick. Also, I'm like, you stayed the night?
Yeah.
You're fucking a busboy.
You probably have AC in your house in the lodge. And she's
also,
like...
yeah, why would you stay the night if you're just paying for sex with someone? Like, what?
Was she paying Robbie for the sex? Or was she just like, I'm taking something?
And I would Robbie's imagine.
Like, I put my pickle everywhere. I put my gherkin in anyone's dirkin. So the next morning at breakfast, Baby and her family are sitting with Max and his grandson, and the grandson is like, "Oh my goodness, we have to fire somebody because
hot goss, a wallet has gone missing."
Multiple wallets have gone missing over the last couple of weeks. Breaking news! They didn't announce that on the little loudspeaker, but this woman, Vivian Victoria, whatever her name is, her husband's wallet is missing, and you'll never believe who we believe has taken it.
Johnny Rockets, burger joint.
Johnny Castle, porn guy. I love Johnny Rockets.
Yeah.
When you're at an amusement park, Johnny Rockets hits real hard.
Gets you a good milkshake.
Unfortunately, his only alibi is Baby.
Baby.
And she's like, she's shitting her pants at that. She just spit up some of her bagel that she just ate. She goes, oh.
She spit up because she's a baby.
She's a big baby. And she goes, wipes it with her thing. And she goes,
anyway.
You guys have to know that it wasn't Johnny. And they're like, and how would that be true?
Because he was in his room all night with me.
With me.
Who're.
Dr. Dad is like, Jerry Orbach is like, you know what's not? Be Our Guest or 42nd Street? My daughter being a whore.
Literally.
So he goes to sit. This is what's very funny to me. They're like, it's summer. They're they're all playing volleyball and dancing outside. All of a sudden, now that it's the end of summer, it's only been a few days, there are leaves falling very quickly.
Yeah.
While the dad is sitting under the rotunda or whatever it is. The pergola.
Pavilion or whatever. Well, to be fair, we've had a little crispy fall weather like this week here in the city. So upstate, I could imagine. Actually, I know for a fact, because Drew was just up there, it was like 60s degrees. There are some brown leaves already in Riverside Park.
I got a brown leaf for you. Baby tells her father, she's like, look, I'm sorry.
Can I just say how I love this scene between the two of them so much?
It's very good.
Yeah. Probably the best acted scene in the whole movie.
She tells her father, she goes, look, I know that I let you down. I know I disappointed you.
But you let me down too.
And Jerry Orbach is crying.
Yes, they're both crying.
Because truly, again, Baby wants to do good in the world because her father does good in the world. Mm-hmm. But like she tells her dad, she goes, you want to help people, but what people?
Yeah,
like,
only the people that are like you.
Yeah.
You think the only people who are people
are the white Jewish people who are like you. But what about the greasers in the cabin down the row? Don't they deserve health care too?
Greaser?
Hardly not. Not the way I do it, just a little spit. Although the next day, this couple, the shoemakers, I think they're the old people.
Well, Baby says, she goes, I think it was the shoemaker or whatever couple, like, this old lady drops her purse earlier, and she's like, her purse was full of wallets. Yeah. I thought she was just a crazy hoarder.
Yeah.
But
it's revealed that they're like con artists that have been going around just like stealing from people for months.
Yeah. Hilarious.
It's so funny too because Patrick Swayze's like, they checked their fingerprints, they did this. I'm like, it's 1963. They did all of that this morning.
Also, those people don't have fingerprints anymore. They're wrinkly as hell.
No, they got big fingerprint.
They're right.
They're all fingerprints.
They're like, we recognized what we thought were raisins pressed onto ink and a piece of paper. Thought it was my son's art project from school. It's just old people's fingers.
Even though it's not Johnny, guess what? He still gets the boot.
Because he's been fucking Baby.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, it's not allowed. She's like, so it was all for nothing? I did it for nothing.
All of this, I learned how to dance for nothing. And he's like, no, you could dance the rest of your life. And she's like, fuck that. Be quiet.
I disgraced my family. You got fired.
My sister sang that weird song all for nothing. Johnny, before he leaves, goes and pleads with Baby's father. And he's like, look, don't be so hard on Baby. Like, she's really trying her best. And he's like, I don't want to ever see her face again.
Yeah.
What you did to that Penny girl is disgusting.
And he's like, of course, that's how you would want to see it.
Yeah. And he doesn't try to correct him.
Yeah, I don't really...
He's like, I don't need to prove to you who I am.
Rich
I'm going to go do
doctor.
drywall in Pittsburgh. So he gets in his car, he says goodbye to Baby, and he leaves.
Yeah. She's like the wind.
She's like the wind.
She's like, great, now I have to do the last day of camp alone.
Now I have to get dressed up and sit and drink Coke in the corner.
Watch
literally
my sister
in a corner.
embarrass herself.
All of the staff comes out and starts singing some weird song that somebody wrote for the...
Well, you know,
for the
all
event.
these summer places, they've got their little anthem.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, voices, hearts, and ends.
Oh, hallowed halls and vine-draped walls, though proudly a sight there is.
That's basically that. God.
Who comes fucking bursting into the doors dressed like Danny Zuko?
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo's here. Uncle man. Oh, and he looks good.
He looks damn good.
And all of the dance staff and the staff in general are lined up against the
They've
wall.
been watching this
That's where we
hokey as fuck talent show.
actually see people of color. There's like 2 black people, and
Yes.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. There's the one like Andre DeShields.
Yeah.
Andre,
Yeah.
Who like is like the conductor tap dancer.
Yes.
And then
And then
two
there's
black
2 black people. Yep. And there's maybe a Hispanic person that's one of the dancers.
Yes, exactly.
This is where we get this very iconic. Nobody puts Baby in a corner. And I thought I would laugh at it. I thought it'd be cheesy. It was so deserved.
It's so deserved. She's sitting at this table with her parents, and she is kind of like tucked into a nook.
Yep. And she's got a little baby Coke.
Nobody puts baby drink in her. Nobody puts Baby in a high chair in a corner.
No one does that to a baby.
He just grabs her hand.
And as the dad starts to get up, the mom is like,
Jake.
I finally have agency in this movie. Sit down.
Sit down, Jake.
Sit down, Jake. Jake from State
Such
Farm.
a
Be
weird
quiet.
dad name.
That is, especially for
That's
that
like
time.
a teenager's name.
That's an 80s name.
Yes.
And they gave it to a 60s dad. We get a sequence that I've seen, of course. Everyone's seen this. This dance sequence made me jizz. It is
It's
fucking
so
good.
He gets on the mic and he is like, some people don't want me to be here anymore, but I always do the last dance of the summer, and I'm going to do it again now with this beautiful young woman who taught me how to be a better man or whatever.
The man I want to be. I forgive as well that the song that they play from the stereophonic on the corner is clearly from
Clearly
1987.
an 80s movie. This movie soundtrack was like number 1 on Billboard for like weeks and weeks in a row. People were obsessed with the soundtrack to this movie.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
We get this lift. They do this lift.
They do the dance.
They clear all the chairs.
So good. She looks beautiful.
Oh.
Her mom is like, I think she gets that from me.
I laughed out loud at that.
Yeah.
So funny.
So funny.
They move all the chairs out of the way, and everybody at the resort, because the resort owner had just been lamenting again that like this is the end of the era. He's like, people don't want to do this anymore. But maybe if you reinvent it, people would.
When he's walking down the aisle with all the dancers behind him doing the little, it's so good. And then the iconic lift, they had never done it fully before that moment. She said, we did it one time, and that's the only time I ever did it.
Really?
She said, I don't know how so many people are trying to just recreate this for fun at parties now. She's like, because I was terrified. We did not really rehearse it. She said, you should not be throwing yourself into anybody's arms for a lift unless they're Patrick Swayze.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, incredible.
I think iconic gets thrown around a lot. This is
the true
iconic
definition of the word.
Yeah. And Baby's father does end up apologizing to Johnny, which is such a wonderful button to this, that her father does redeem himself to Johnny and to Baby, that he is a good man.
I also love that he goes to like give Bobby like a tip for the summer, like here's for medical school.
Oh, yeah. And
then Bobby's like, oh yeah, thanks for helping Penny out. You know, we all get in a bind. He was like, that was you?
Like, what? Yeah.
Take my money back. perv.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah. But he does. He says something like, I was wrong about you, and when I'm wrong about people,
when I'm wrong, I admit
I'll
it.
say I'm wrong.
And
he says, you looked wonderful up there.
Jerry Orbach peed on this movie. He's so fucking good.
He's so good. He said, chung chung, another case closed. That's a different show.
Chung chung dung dung. It's dun dun.
I'm sorry, I messed up the onomatopoeia.
So that's Dirty Dancing.
That's Dirty Dancing.
And it was dirty.
It was dirty. It was passionate. It was heartwarming. I'm so glad that you liked it, because I'm always scared.
Yeah. How would you rate and summate it?
Ooh, okay. Every time I watch this movie, like the older I get, the more things I find in it that are either funny or heartwarming or a little bit ahead of their time.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it, and I do think it deserves to be a classic. She's stunning. He's just incredible at what he does. The supporting cast is all great. Like, it really hits all the buttons for me, and it really does feel like a quintessential end of summer movie. We truly couldn't have timed this better. I love it. I will give this movie 8.5 out of 10 spaghetti arms.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
It is very rare for me to watch a movie of a certain age, anything that's not brand new, and for me to be like, wow.
It's hard, like, when you don't have the nostalgia attached.
No, and I don't have nostalgia attached to this movie. I, of course, understand some of the references. This may be now in my top 10 favorite movies. That's how much I liked watching this.
Oh my God, your mom's going to be so happy.
It is that well done. I forgive the weird, if it's the 80s or the 60s and the music thing, because I truly think that Jennifer Grey is that fucking star power charming in this. Mm-hmm. Those moments where she's just like practicing and giggling and all that, like, I'm like, this person has charisma up the butt.
Yep.
And paired with the chemistry she has with Patrick Swayze, it is that fucking good. Mm-hmm. Its conversation about abortion access is it's great. It's something that I think at the time was probably not in a lot of mainstream movies.
No, in fact, like, for a lot of producers on the film, and they wanted them to cut it. I'm sure. Because they wanted to get bigger sponsors for the movie, and they weren't going to be able to. And the writer, who is a woman, who based this off of her, not exactly of her life, but her experience growing up having summers in the Catskills. Producers, after the first screening came out, told them, you should just burn this and collect the insurance. They did not think it was going to succeed. But, like, it's because they did not have vision or a feminist bone in their body. Yeah. And I think, too, the conversation that it from my viewpoint, that baby wants to change the world. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of people with power and funds and money and all that, they want to go somewhere else to change the world. They want to go overseas and all this. Yeah. I think a lot of change that you can do is right in front of you. Is right in your country club. And but truly, like, baby does change these people's lives in a very good way. But that's a really good point. She doesn't have to go overseas to do that. She does that right there. And I think that is really fucking lovely. I agree. So I will give this 10 out of 10 lifts. Truly. Wow. I love this. That. That's so good. Yeah. Yay. Man, I will say, I had the time of my life recapping this movie with you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for spending the summer with us. Yeah. We will not be stopping here. This will be the last episode in my apartment that we record. Yeah. Next week, we are moving into a professional studio. Thank you to all of you who have shared with your friends, who have left reviews, who have shared online. You know, come at us in the comment section. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you hate. You know. Tell her what you hate. Leave all the nice stuff for me. Exactly. I can't He needs it more than I do. With that, we say have a great Labor Day weekend and enjoy the end of summer. Yeah. And we'll see you in spooky ooky fall time. We're gonna lift you right into the fall. That's it. I'm gonna lift you above my head, you the listener, and fucking throw you right into the fall. A waterfall. Head first. Bye. Bye.